Man, music never lasts long enough. Greetings and hello to everybody. It is another wonderful day here on the Strife stream. I hope that you are all doing fine and dandy as I get back into the wonderment, which is Diablo 3. Let's go ahead and launch Legam. Good and happy times. Good and happy times with Le Coffee. Hello there, Eli. I hope you're doing all right. Ah, yes, the returning adventures of McPunch. Oh, we have so much talking to do. So much discussing. Okay. There we go. There we are. Okay, let's talk with some of the randos around here first. You didn't have the game loaded beforehand? I thought you were a professional streamer. Well, the joke's on you. I ain't no professional streamer. I'm a professional Twitch thought, if last Monday was anything to go by, so... Good news.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about her?
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rackus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Nothing new. Alright, I feel a little bit cheated. After everything that Adria did in the base game, the way that she was dealt with in this just seems a little bit insulting. The answer.
I don't think he will live much longer. Whatever secret he learned will surely be lost with him.
He saw Adria, but now she is dead.
No.
But why? Why would someone do this?
To keep her master's secrets.
Greetings, Lying. How are you?
Our shop will be looted.
Oh, don't worry, dear. I'm sure all the looters have been torn apart by now.
Dang it, Strife, I was gonna raid you. Well, what's wrong? Like, I've been streaming for a total of like 7 minutes. What's up, Shen? Minutes left. What can I say? I've been making phone calls and stuff today, so. Zay's joy.
Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
So, Durgis killed Zai.
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh. Then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore.
Pretty old style, like, bad-timey story. Miriam? Your surprise.
See?
Aren't you happy I didn't tell you beforehand that Adria would turn into a hideous monster?
No.
You always seem so calm. I thought you'd enjoy a surprise or two. Petty details would have just served to distract you.
Okay.
Malthael is in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
He hides, hoping to delay us until he has grown too powerful for me to deal with.
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Oh shit. Searching.
Lara! Peter!
Are you looking for someone?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
Not entirely certain that it's safe. A premonition.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
Well, that's, ominous.
According to the records, King Rakus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, and wore gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about?
Lady, you need to find yourself someone to share a bed with.
Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist. Rakus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins and the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed.
Are you offering to share a bed with her? Does Tev get to watch?
We'll
God.
never see our friends again.
True, but we won't see that cobbler down the street again either.
Why, you're right. In fact, we're the only cobblers still alive. We'll be rich.
I mean, silver linings, right?
Guys, let me see what you see. Show me, please. Show me.
Oh, the rich couple, they're missing. Okay. All right, well, I didn't notice that one guard dude was Matt Mercer, but you're totally right there, lying. I can hear it now. Are you offering to share a bed with her? Does Ted get to watch?
What
Only
is
under the
this?
best of circumstances. What the hell happened here?
Destroy the gate!
Oh dear. Man, the heavens have only just barely recovered, and now this happens? What the shit?
The Nephilim is here.
attack us?
Alright, Imperius. Let's talk about how big of a dum-dum you are.
Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
You're a bitch, Imperius. I just want you to know that. You're an utter fucking bitch.
Malthael tried to keep me from Pandemonium. As I draw closer to him, he grows worried. I will cross the ancient battleground of the angels and demons, where they have fought since the dawn of time, to the Pandemonium fortress at its heart, where the angel of death waits.
Ooh, I got something new. You leave the front door open one time. I know, right? It's not reasonable. It's not fair, but that's just them's the breaks sometimes.
Why would Imperius want you to follow him? I don't like this.
Yeah, I also don't like how all of these things appear to be dead, but they're just kind of sitting there undisturbed. I get the feeling that Imperius, having cast a vote to want to
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
Here's the thing. I have a vague idea. Do you not want this? Okay, fella. You don't want it. The thing is, I'm fairly certain that everything still moves in a linear line for the story between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. I think they're still in chronological order, right? It's not like, oh, Diablo 4 is suddenly a prequel or something. Like, I don't think that that's what's happening with it. And I know that Imperius has been stuck on... Okay, Imperius, you want to fucking flex?
The remnants of a long-forgotten battle.
I know that he's been stuck on Sanctuary in the mortal realm for ages whenever Diablo 4 hits. So... we had a entry here.
The Ravagers were among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. Having grown accustomed to the taste of war, they remained in Pandemonium long after the last siege of the fortress ended. Now, they regard the realm as their own and terrorize any angels who venture onto the battlefields.
What riches!
Pandemonium is a vast, chaotic realm, and many demons remain scattered throughout it. In particular, the war-scarred Marauders were unwilling to return to the Hells, and they have taken to pillaging the remaining angelic outposts in the battlefields. They may not be the most powerful of their kind, but they are clever and insidious, and no strangers to war.
Greetings, Ignis. Oh, hello, Ace. How are you doing? My week is shaping up to be very busy. Yes, hello, Imperius. You're flexing again.
Must I do everything for you?
I think Imperius is gonna try and kill me at the bit, or maybe he succeeds. I don't know. Death becomes you. What I missed, load shedding started and had to start the generator for the Wi-Fi. Oh man.
That is a siege room.
Oh, okay. That is a siege rune. Bring it with you. Okay, cool. I can do that. It's good to see you, Eli. Sorry about, like, your power situation. Having to run off of a generator is no bueno, but it's good to see you nonetheless. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I haven't been forced to, like, flash pants or anything yet. Which, as we all know, is like the best part of any of my streams. You've been here from the start of the stream? Oh, well, hey, cool. He keeps hoping, though. No, that's not true.
Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege runes that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
Your gratitude means nothing to me.
Imperius is such a fucking bitch. Pigs. Who needs hope when you have that? I mean, I'll admit, those pictures are way more spicy than anything you could get on a Twitch stream.
Pandemonium is a harsh realm, and its inhabitants must be resourceful to survive, but none more so than the scavengers, who armor themselves in the very rocks beneath their feet. They may appear as mighty giants to their foes, but a few hard strikes will reveal that their true form is much smaller. I suspect that the barbed lurker is part demon, for its appearance has an aspect far too sinister to occur naturally. It expels a noxious poison worthy of the hells, and from what I can tell, it will only feed on its own kind or the corpses of demons. One hopes it will never encounter a human. Not all of the hazards of Pandemonium lie above ground. The tunnelers roam just beneath the surface, breaking through to snatch prey in their enormous jaws. And my heroic friends ask why I wish to stay inside the fortress.
Kind of funny to hear Kane all of a sudden, when all the other, like, log entries and whatnot have been, like, in the Herodrum and Tyrael and whatnot. He says Nephilim like it's a slur. To Imperius, it is a slur. I like how they're just random loose stones, and it's like, oh, maybe there's some gold under these random rocks. Aha! I knew my little loot goblin had another one in him. So 352 plus 384. Like, I'm still doing more damage with a weapon in each hand than using a Diablo, so. Or is that a Diablo, so. Will, are there any plans to upload your blind playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom to YouTube? So, this is something that is a bit of a detail that I've been quiet about, and you'll need to talk to Tev about this, okay? This is entirely within her hands. But Tev has decided to take it upon herself to start editing through the streams. She's started to download the archived versions of the streams and edit them. And I've already set up like the landing page for a archive channel. Now, obviously, I don't know when anything will get uploaded to that channel, and it is very much so going to be like, okay, this is the channel, you know, and there's all of this. Oh my god, I can't roll shit over anymore.
I don't have enough spirit.
All of a sudden, I cannot just fucking roll over things. Like, I'm stuck actually fighting for a change. Okay. So, as I was saying, Tev has taken it upon herself to start downloading all of the VODs from this channel, and she's been working through them, and the plan is to start uploading them to a VOD channel on YouTube. Okay, so how edited the episodes will be, I don't know, and it will be a situation where, like, oh yeah, it was like a 3-hour stream and edited down, it's like 2.5 hours or something. But that's the plan. That's the way that things are going right now.
Something now inhabits the fortress. I am certain of it. Long have I gazed upon its scarred facade, dreaming of the safe haven its walls offer. But it has changed. The vacant terraces have turned cold. I am so desperate to escape the demons. But whatever is in the fortress may be worse.
What's this? Crumbling bunker. So, in that regard, there should be a, my blind playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom should end up going up on, the VOD channel. So much stuff for this loot goblin to go after.
Your flaws are revealed.
You cannot stand before the truth!
Woohoo! fuck did they go? Well, I didn't know that I rolled over them that easily. Okay. How's your day going, everyone? Good evenings, Ironstorm. Welcome to the stream. I see a farting around point redemption bits play sound in the future. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, hey, so here's a fancy pants little detail. Morrowind can drink now. Morrowind, the video game. It's old enough to be able to buy a drink at a beer. Buy a drink at a beer? At a bar. Morrowind turns 21 years old today. Can you believe it? May 1st, 2002. Morrowind, the Great. Okay, whether I like it or not, I think it's time for me to actually replace my headpiece. Oh my god, this doesn't even come close to as much of the... Like, it has more armor, but it still gives me more dexterity. How is this possible? Legal drinking age here is 18. Yes, but Morrowind is an American game, and the legal drinking age is 21. Made by an American development studio, so... Bethesda Softworks, which ironically is not located in Bethesda, it is located in Rockville. Indeed, Ironstorm. You got those eyebrow waggles. You cannot stand before the truth. Dude, it wasn't true the first 300 times a bigot shouted it at me. It's not going to be true the 301st time. God. Wonder what the drinking age is in Morrowind. That's a good question. I mean, for one, children are nowhere to be found in Morrowind. Like, kids weren't shown in the Elder Scrolls until Skyrim. They didn't exist in, they didn't exist in Morrowind or Oblivion. So...
Your strength fails.
I think everybody just, like, reproduced through, like, mitosis or something. Like, they just ate enough, they just consumed enough food and alcohol, and then all of a sudden they would split in half. Not gonna lie, whenever I saw that Morrowind was turning 21 today, I was like, oh man, I kind of wish that I kind of want to just play that on stream instead. But, you know, it's like, I really do want to get through this before Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm gonna be hard-pressed to actually get there, so... So everyone in...
why Malthael was drawn here. It feels like death.
So everyone in Morrowind is Ace? I don't know. Like, you might want to ask Ace about that. So, ooh. What I do? No, it like so we were having a discussion about how children were not present in Morrowind or Oblivion or anything. So quite clearly, like, everybody must, like, asexually reproduce through, like, I don't know, mitosis or something. And the immediate reaction is like, oh, so everyone in Morrowind is Ace. So, like, the question now becomes, like, do you have the consciousness of every single NPC ever to exist in Morrowind? I mean, this is an important question to have answered, so...
This fight is over!
These creatures won't go down easily.
So, you know, you gotta go straight to the source to get an answer. I am Morrowind, the very breath of the stones. God. So I was listening to a podcast a while back. When I say a while back, I really mean a while back. But anyways, there was this topic that came up about, like, coming to figure out your sense of fashion. And in this particular podcast, it was clear that the individuals who were discussing things, it was like, oh man, you guys are, like, so far and away removed from, like, the challenge of not, like, the way that everybody on this podcast had money, okay? Like, that's the best way to put it. Everybody on the podcast had plenty of money. So, like, the way they talked about, like, quote-unquote finding their fashion and everything, it kind of spoke to their, the fact that they could spend scads of money at, like, a designer clothing shop, if you will. But it still got me thinking. It's like, what does it mean to find your fashion? Because you can find plenty of, like, different styled clothing for a reasonable price. You know, assuming that you're not entirely stuck with the situation of, like, only wearing hand-me-downs.
This fight is over!
So it's like, when exactly is it that you pin down your sense of fashion? Do you always stick to what you're wearing whenever you're, like, I don't know, 20 or, like, 13 or something? Because some people, you know, their sense of style or fashion or what they prefer to wear just never really changes. I don't know, does anybody have thoughts on that? How is this? Oh my word!
I need spirit.
What do I know of the Realm Walker? Very little. It roams the outskirts of Pandemonium, a lumbering giant with a gaping hollow at its core. Somehow, it can hide its body away, disguising itself as a mere portal. Those who pass through it are trapped in a distant world, never to be seen again.
Trapped in a distant world, never to be seen again. Holy shit, guys, we better go through this.
I have found many references to the beasts of Pandemonium in Kane's old writings. He journeyed there 20 years ago to help a band of heroes seal away the primevals, and his discoveries appear to have shaken him deeply. Sometimes he would stare outside the fortress walls, and winged beasts would appear, calling his name.
I think finding your fashion is wearing what you feel the most comfortable in. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
this fight is over.
But, like, fashion isn't entirely... Like, clothing itself can very much so be about, practicality. But fashion, I think, by its, by the very word of it, is about what you think looks good, you know? And if you're entirely... And if you're entirely utilitarian, then, okay, fashion isn't entering into your mind. But there's always a decision to be made about how clothing looks, right? Now, I live in a relatively warm climate, and I remember being rather perplexed, I guess you could say, by how little a lot of girls in school would wear. Like there was always a dress code and stuff, but you know, without having a uniform, it was like, man, like the shortness of those shorts is something else.
I don't like the look of that. A worthy opponent.
You just said that you don't like the look of that. Why'd you call it a word?
Your strength fails.
Fashion is for people without style. That's one way to put it. I mean, a good example of like knowing your fashion and stuff like that would be whenever I was in high school. I remember walking through the hall and seeing somebody. Like I went to a Votech in the morning, which meant that like you could get away with wearing some more bizarre things there, or like you just saw a whole lot more varied number of people. And I'll never forget seeing some guy walk through the halls, and he had literally
a vicious strike,
a leather. It was basically the coat that Neo wears in the Matrix, and it was made out of leather. And I was kind of punked, you know, like wearing black and everything. But then I saw that and I was like, that's just too far, man. Like that's what went through my mind. I was like, that's too much, you know? Well, it wasn't a trench coat. That's just it. It was like a straight up buckled coat with it like had a million buckles across the chest, and it had this high collar on it. So, it like, I'm not joking, it looked like the guy was trying to be Neo out of the Matrix. It did not have Columbine vibes. So, I understand, like, that idea, but if you had seen it, you would have been like, wow, are you, like, is this the Matrix? What's the deal? And again, like, The Matrix wasn't exactly that old of a movie. It wasn't even 10 years old whenever I saw this, you know? It was like maybe 6 years old. And movies moved a whole lot slower back then, too, so.
Feel the wrath of Yitar!
Oof, somebody's life savings.
The gods strike through me!
Oh, man. This is a large and honestly confusing little mini dungeon. Actually, is this a mini dungeon? I don't know if it qualifies.
Not enough spirit.
I think I basically found everything here.
I cannot carry more.
What? Get out of here with that bullshit. Shit, bruh.
I am returning to town.
A friend of yours in high school wore a suit and tie to school every single day? My God. That's dedication right there. I could never do that. Like, a suit and tie is difficult anyway. Who needs healing potions anyway? God. You're just reminding me of the, the potion belt, man. Out of Diablo 2. Whoa! Holy oh wait, that's a two-handed sword. Never mind. I'm not capable of two-handing things. It's not my style. He was also known as Suits and was into youth politics. Oh no. Walking down the dark road early there. That is a stupid amount of damage that this thing does. Do it that way. Rare pantsu. Oh, wait. Used to handling smaller things? Yes, yes. Not even one-handed. Just, you know, like, you know, wrap the pinky finger. That's all you need. I mean, if you really wanted to be rude, you could call it a two-finger tugger. No, really, I moonlight on the weekends. It's amazing what people are willing to pay to see something so amazing, amazingly small. God. Okay, let's just. I think I got everything that I wanted off of this. Wait, didn't I pick up like an amazing? Yeah. Okay. Found an amazing crossbow. I'll hold on to that and give it to the scoundrel. Like, I've had the Templar with me for most of the expansion now. Oh, the scoundrel has something to say, too. Let's talk. Drowned sorrows.
Leave me alone. I'm getting drunk, and no, I'm not sharing.
I don't drink. Now, go and talk to Hadric about the dagger.
The dagger. The bloody Thieves Guild killed my brother. End of story.
You are even less persuasive when you are drunk.
And you're even more insufferable.
God. Wait, that's 401? What does this do? Oh, yeah. That might be a really, really big upgrade from one to the other.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
The Grand Maester.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
I find it unlikely that he would not know.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
Alright. Well, hey, it looks like we've got a side quest to get done here. Let me stash some stuff. I'm going to sell off this crossbow. Oops.
Happy to help.
Grab these. And then we'll teleport out of this little side dungeon. Wait, what's this? Race to the bottom. What does my... What interest do you have in my ass?
Steady. Yes!
Pandemonium is the Alpha and the Omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the eye of Anu here. He named it the World Stone, and all of heaven swore to protect it.
Damn.
This cannot be opened yet.
Didn't even come close to getting to the 5th wave. Not within the time limit, anyway.
Ha! A vicious strike!
freaks. There we go. What we got? Alright, Scoundrel, we haven't traveled together for a while.
Thousands of years of warfare. Piles of corpses, weapons strewn everywhere. There's got to be some great treasure here, right?
Okay. Yeah, sure, that's better than what you got right now.
I'll take that off your hands.
The Eye of a Noob. Oh. Here I thought it was the Eye of Anubis, but an Eye of a Noob. I guess that's another way to put it. Hey, you know what's fun? Updating your payment info when you get a new debit card. Oh my god. Like, that's basically an enormous hunk of what's going on with my life this year. Like, my, like...
Nephilim! We found something we can use! Long ago, this weapon was used to bring down a mighty siege beast and its demon master. Even now, the device maintains its power. Sadly, the weapon now attacks us as well as our enemies. We can use it in this fight, though, if we can regain control of it.
Cool, cool.
Nephilim, to me! I will protect you!
Okay. Cool. What am I supposed to do?
Nephilim, to me! I will protect you!
Okay. Okay. No, no.
To me! I will protect you!
Really wasn't that much damage that it did to my followers. Chunky action.
Nephilim, to me! I will protect you!
Okay, that was a mistake. I fucked that up. This is the first time that I've ever gotten that low on health.
Nephilim, to me! I will protect you!
You guys are taking a long time. Come on, finish up already.
You shall join me inside my eternal prison.
It is unfortunate that Kurikos corrupted the weapon. It is useless to us now. At least it cannot do any more damage.
The great weapon was created in response to a siege on the Pandemonium Fortress by Kurikos, a demon lord who rode a monstrous siege beast. At great cost to ourselves, we channeled much energy into the great weapon, and succeeded in bringing down Kurikos and his mount. Upon his death, the demon was drawn inexplicably into the weapon, and it has been attacking us ever since.
If you knew all of this, how is it, what made you think that you'd be able to use the weapon again? Hey, hey, hey.
This fight is over.
I just roundhouse kicked my way to victory there. Okay, I got one of the siege runes. Sweet. Hello, Basilisk. At least you don't have to worry about being charged for stuff you don't that you forgot about now. That's true, even though my bank doesn't report Patreon purchases for some reason. Now you must flip the lever and enter the secret temple. Excuse me?
I smell treasure.
My secret temple is reserved for special paying patrons only.
The ram is here, but I must finish collecting the siege runes first.
Man, relatively speaking, I've had a pretty easy time with like my credit card situation. That's another thing. I hardly ever use my my debit cards anymore. I've got most of what I do is I use my my credit card for purchases, and then I just pay that off instead. Gets you a better credit rating. My only money problem is I have so little of it. Sadly, that's the case with a lot of people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, one of the saddest things that I've seen over the last year is like whenever patrons drop off from supporting me.
I can't believe that Imperius really asked you, of all people, for help.
He had no choice.
Sometimes.
Like one of the it's so sad to see people come to me and be like, yeah, sorry, I have to cancel. I don't have enough money because of like inflation and shit, you know. Yeah, it's almost always my financial situation has changed. Yes, it's almost always that, but I've gotten a surprising number of like you know, appended messages saying like, you know, oh, like inflation has gone nuts and my pay has not kept up with it or something like that, you know? Like it's just like, oh my god, that's not good. Like watching it happen in real time to people, you know, it's ugh. That's also the least rude option when you leave someone's Patreon. Yes, that is also true. You can't overlook the very real possibility that someone may have just lost interest and they don't want to say that out loud. Although I have had some very rude individuals leave my Patreon before. But usually, so rude comments usually follow a situation where I had to play the game of moderator, you know, in a community in some way, so.
Break beneath the endless tide!
Life's got all sorts. Oh my god, it's another mini dungeon over here. Occupied ruins. Man, where the hell is the freaking warp pad for the area? being stuck in a place where you have to moderate supporters is never fun. Oh yeah, yeah. I found that out the hard way. There are some. I mean, you put people in a room. Eventually, they're gonna brush up against each other in a not nice way. You know.
With all my might.
Like, one of my first experiences was when someone they were doing something that was that was specifically stated, hey, please do not do this on a server, right? And they proceeded to do exactly what was said, hey, please do not do this. And whenever I confronted the person about it, you know, they were like, "Oh, okay, I'll go and I'll fix it." And I was like, "Okay, but you also need to straight up apologize and say sorry." And what the exchange that preceded, the exchange that followed that was basically, "But I'm fixing the problem that I made." And I was like, yes, which is good, but you also need to explicitly apologize. And they refused to explicitly apologize. And I was like, listen, if you can't apologize, then I'm gonna have to kick you. Like, I'm gonna have to ban you, because you need to say out loud, I am sorry, I did this thing and it was wrong. Like, that was what I was that was what I was expecting, and they just absolutely refused it, because in my mind, the way that I looked at the situation was, if you cannot say out loud that you did something wrong and acknowledge that, while also following through on making amends, you're probably gonna do something again. You know? Where the fuck did all of these pricks come from? I'm just trying to leave. So, like, that was my situation. You can make amends practically, but you need to reestablish trust, or else people will just avoid putting you in that situation ever again anyway. Exactly. So, the way I saw it, it was like, okay, this is a two-step process, man. You've got to make amends with action, but your words matter as well. As the saying goes, you know, actions are what matter and talk is cheap, but at the same time, getting both of them is really the best. So it was like, listen, you expressly defied something that was said, please do not do this. And then they expressly, like, ignored it for whatever reason. And it was like, okay, well, you've put me in a position now. That is an insane amount of damage that thing does. Whether or not you are actually sorry or not, saying sorry means you at least understand that you've done something or for which an apology would be expected, which is more than nothing. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much my whole rhyme and reason for it. But that person wouldn't say sorry, and then they proceeded to, like, you know, quit Patreon, and they left a scathing review. Almost like the scathing statement was almost like they were sending it off to an HR department or something. So, meow. Hello, Zouchin. How are you doing? Yeah, sucks sometimes. Most I've dealt with, though, is drunk supporters, which is fine, since I have Purgatory channel to put them in until they sober up. They both apologized after, too, so we were able to move on. That's a really good way for things to turn out. I think the most negative Patreon experience I've, not naming names, was a guy who defended a child predator in my community, exiled himself from it, We had no plans to ban him at that point. Canceled his pledge during the early days of the pandemic, and then kept DMing me for months like I was supposed to just be totally cool with him after that. Jeez. That's... wow. That goes deep. Alright, I'm back. Let us continue our... Wait a minute. Did I actually... Yeah, this is a super mini dungeon. Okay, we're done with this little area. Did I venture... Did I do all 3 of these little dungeons? These... Okay, so that's 1. There are 4 of them in total. Let's... I'm just gonna go through this stuff to make certain that I didn't miss anything. Damn little freaks. Popping up and then vanishing into the... beneath the... Ugh! So, chat, I hope you don't mind, as I shill for myself, but, okay, I've totally gone through that portal. Or have I? Yeah, I totally did. I went that... Wait a minute. If I go back through there... Hey, I never checked this spot right here, down to the south. There probably isn't too much here.
Your strength fails!
So, if you don't mind me shilling for myself for a little bit, guys, it's less than a month until my birthday. There are things on the wish list if you are so curious to purchase something. Anything that I get off of the wish list for the next, you know, 4 weeks or so, like, I'm gonna hold on to it all and I'm gonna open it whenever I stream on my birthday, more than likely. I'll be on vacation for my birthday, which means I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming that week of Tears of the Kingdom because oh. Gift. Yes, exclamation gift. God. You got it in the end. Alrighty. So... Thank God, I only had a few more possible options. Ancient Ruins of Dolmer. Hello! Well, we haven't been through this one. I thought that there was one that I hadn't gotten to. Oh, those are a lot of body piles. Get the fuck over here, you little prick.
I don't have enough spirit.
Oh, for God's sake, come back here!
Your flaws are revealed!
Damn.
You're not as bad as you look.
I swear, when the squiggly little bastards start running away. Ugh. Drive me mad. Wait, I did that whole thing and there was no freaking reward chest? What type of crap is this? What the hell? I want my money back. I want my money back so badly now. I've been freaking cheated. I guess the remaining question is whether or not I should do a costume stream for a holiday, you know? I already got you the keyboard. Well, I mean, no pressure. No pressure. I don't want anybody to feel like they need to do to engage that way. And I'm very thankful for the fact that you purchased it as well, Kato.
Fortress
Thank
really
you very
didn't
much.
seem that far away from the Overlook.
Early birthday necessity gift. Exactly. Exactly. Not to be confused with the other. Okay, yeah, that one. Not to be confused with the other things that I get off of the wish list, which cover the necessities. There's a big difference. Honestly, I like that list used to be like nothing but clothing. Not so much anymore. Here we go.
Break beneath the endless tide.
Alright, got the other rune. Where's the drum of lube? It's just the bare necessities. Maybe I need to do a different set of picks for my birthday. Don't know if I want to see pics involving a drum of lube.
Get away from the ram!
No. I'm gonna ram you. Okay, so, let's head back to the Survivors Enclave. What the hell is this place over here? Still haven't gotten to that location yet. Okay, we have a lot of talking to do with people, so let me sort through my inventory and find out what's worth keeping and getting rid of. Drum lube, maybe drum of chocolate sauce. Oh yeah, that's what everybody wants to see. Me dripping in chocolate sauce and having it like licked off or something. Is that a thing? I'm positive that's a thing for people, isn't it? Like, I asked the question while at the same time knowing full well that the answer is going to be yes. I don't even need to understand why it would be yes. Just I know without quite. It's like no, that it would totally be a yes. That's something for somebody. Do I understand it? No, no, I don't. But then again, you don't really have to understand what gets people going, you know? Alright, let's do some gem crafting, hey? Okay, he can't do a... there's a bunch of stuff here that he can't do because I haven't upgraded him further. But... Zai's sorrow.
In the end, Zai trapped her just in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity? Everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
An old man.
So the story says.
Is that who you are, Shen? Hot in movies, messy as heck IRL. Oh man. Yeah, it's a different story whenever you have an entire like crew to help with the cleanup of those messy situations. God. A favor for okay, a realization.
I thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
I have lived a solitary life, Hedwig. I do not believe it is any easier.
I suppose so.
We got a favor for Lyndon.
Lyndon left a dagger here earlier. I'm guessing you're behind that.
Of course. Can you tell me anything about it?
Let me look. It's well crafted for a Kingsport blade, and oh, the hilt seems to be hollow. Someone hid a note inside. Here, you should take it to Lyndon.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Be swift, be silent.
Okay, nothing to talk to him about right now, so. Emily, retribution.
We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
I am still searching for him. I swear to you, he will pay.
I hope so.
Show scene doing not so much. God. Okay. Checkpoint reached.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. Brigands slaughtered everyone. I ran into the forest and hid for days before I dared come out. How am I ever going to find my son?
With great trouble. children.
Peter and Lara have been playing hide from the monster all day. Such imaginative children.
I do not see any children.
I said they were hiding, didn't I?
I think she might be in denial. The new Haradrim.
When this is over, Tyrael will need to replace those who fell in the Tomb of Rakis. And he'll continue to train and expand the Order of New Haradrim. With everything I've been through at your side, I think I can contribute to that effort.
Cool. Cool. What about rebuilding?
The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations.
Pandemonium Fortress.
Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even made some maps. But nothing matches what is there now. The fortress has changed so much since Malthael took over.
Great. So, right. No way out.
I tried to leave the city today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that. You're a good man.
Sergeant? Necromancer.
I spoke with the necromancer, Zale. He said that the source of my visions is not necromancy, but something else. He seemed unnerved by it.
Ooh.
The Zakarum Church always held an unhealthy sway in Westmarch, even after the ascension of rulers more interested in power than religion. When the true nature of the faith was finally exposed, however, it completely eroded any influence the church had over civil affairs. And rightly so, I might add.
Oh. That rich couple is still missing. I've already got my inventory sorted out, so let's just...
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
If you do not act, you are complicit in their deception, Cormac.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
Let's do it.
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
Be prepared, Cormac.
Alright, here we go. Templar of the Order.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
I'm gonna have to slur...
This proclamation from the Maester. It's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
I'm gonna have to kill all of these fucking Templar.
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
This doesn't sound good.
We know you had nothing to do with Jondar's corruption, Cormac. You're a hero. Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Oh, boy.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Oh boy. Oh boy. They're laying it on thick.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
The Wealth Trust. Ooh. This is... Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. Let me finish looting this place first, yeah? Or not. Or not. I guess it's not necessary. Where the hell is my little loot goblin? Oh no! You got stuck back there. Right, there we go. There we go. He's picked up the trash.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Well, what do we got here?
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels. You brought this on yourself, Cormac.
Ah, a bit of a shame. I'll chat with you in a moment, Cormac. I'm just gonna finish looting this place. Sorry we had to kill your whole order.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
Shit getting real, bro. Holy moly. Oh my god, I'm back to fist weapons, baby. I'm back to double fisting. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff right there.
May the battles never end.
That sounds like Pennyworth? Really? All right. We'll
Aha! I knew you'd need my help.
Let's talk with the Templar again. The corruption of the Order.
The Grand Maester. Behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order. As if I was not a true Templar.
They could not fool you forever. But now that you know the truth, what will you do?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
.255 dexterity. That's already better. 274 vitality. Way better. Critical hit damage 48% and 1,533 life. That's pretty good. Physical resistance and 72 extra experience from monster kills. That is just far and away better than what I got.
Okay, for me.
On Linden right now. Oh, more to talk about. Okay, cool. Peace of mind.
When I was forced to admit my beliefs were wrong, I was lost. I was afraid I would always feel that way. But instead, a sense of calmness has come over me. I'm no longer at war with myself.
False gods weigh a man down. True faith can only be found by study and meditation. It cannot be beaten into you.
Oh boy. So much to talk about. The future.
Despite all of this, I find myself with hope for the future.
Does this future involve Irena?
No. No, of course not. I do find her company stimulating. Yeah, I do enjoy her unique way of looking at things, but, I mean, no.
A suggestion from a friend. Tell her about how you've let go of your vows.
What? Well, you know. I mean, she is quite interesting. So, yeah, I suppose so. Perhaps I should. Maybe.
Oh, this is fucking fantastic. I love this. I love this so much. And the guy who voiced Cormac here, he owns the role. I love it. Talking to Irena.
You, mentioned that I should speak with Irena. I don't think I can do that.
You should rethink that. I have seen Linden speaking with Irena.
What? That cad? She's already seen right through his lecherous ways. Surely he'd have no luck. Would he?
Is that something you are willing to risk? Speak with her, Cormac. You will regret it if you do not.
God, this... Ah! A future with Irena.
Irena? I, was... Never mind. It was of no importance.
Cormac.
Yes. Well, Irena, I just wish to inform you that, I've left the Order. I'm no longer a Templar, nor bound by their rules.
What are you saying?
I would like it if... I mean, when this is over, would you consider, adventuring at my side?
Of course I would. I would be honored to fight alongside you. I feel as close to you as I did to my sisters.
Oh. Yes, of course. Sisters. Indeed.
Cormac and cheese. Oh my word. God. Oh, that was great. I loved it. I loved every moment of it.
Ah.
Oh, we.
Ah, good.
everything you require. Right here.
Found on the most challenging monsters used by artisans to craft and modify items. Bound on account pickup. What the hell is... Did I find something...
I've met a lot of these people before in Bastion's Keep. The blacksmith is Hadric. He's grumpy. Shen's the jeweler over there, and he tells good stories. Then there's Cormac and Lyndon. They don't like me much. Rena's very nice, though.
Sorry, I'd rather fight than talk to people.
I forgot that these guys can be upgraded. Why not? Like I'll just spend myself into the poorhouse, completely upgrading the artisan station that I never fucking use. Not gonna lie, McPunch sounds like a McDonald's fruit juice flavor. Well, you never know. You might get exactly what you want one day. I mean, even the most innocuous of brands are branching out into doing like hard seltzer and whatnot. So, like, the next thing you know, you're gonna find like McDonald's foray into adult beverages with their McPunch, you know. I didn't know that. I completely forgot that you level up the artisans here. It's insane. What the hell did I shove into my stash that was like bound to my account? Gibbering gemstone. Account bound. Cannot sell. Chatty gem. What the hell is that even for? I can only fathom. Okay, anyway. Hello, Strife. Better Half has requested me to ask, have you taken the picture of the certain outfit yet? Yes, yes. Just type in pic or pics with an S? I forget. How I forget how the word is, but if you or your other half wants to see it, yep, there you go, pics with an S. There's a really small area here. And like I've said to everybody else who watches, you know, it's if you want to see more stuff like that, buying things off the wish list is how you get to it. But yes, everything in that picture was everything in that picture was purchased by viewers. Well, everything I'm wearing, anyway. Don't worry. I grew all of my assets on my own. Damn, looking good. Thank you, Nipty. Good to know that you... Good to know... good to get a compliment. There we go. That's what I mean to say. Good to get a compliment, and I hope anybody who looks at the picture is... enjoys it as well.
Feels like we're so...
I bear grave news, my friend. The Sliver has revealed Malthael's plan to me, and it is worse than I could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soul Stone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts. If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
We can still stop him. We need to assault the fortress.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soulstone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing that will rip their body and soul apart.
Well, that's not good. About Pandemonium.
I never thought I would return here. Pandemonium was our battlefield for ages on end. Demons' blood saturated this ground. Many angels died defending it.
But why here?
Our battles revolved around the World Stone. I had the Pandemonium Fortress built in order to protect it.
And Malthael's disappearance?
When Malthael disappeared from the heavens, why didn't you search for him?
Malthael kept to himself much of the time, and he was known to leave without warning. Eventually, the Council became concerned. We sent his closest followers to find him. Most of them did not return.
Urzel, the maidens, they continued to serve their former master.
It seems so.
And the fortress?
You built the Pandemonium Fortress.
Not on my own, but it was my idea, yes. The angels raised it around the World Stone many eons ago.
Do you know any other ways inside? A secret entrance?
I fear not. The fortress is always changing, caught between the forces of heaven and hell.
She thanks for the picture. Well, very welcome. Alright. Head off to the ram. Oh, this doesn't scream boss battle at all. Oh, I'm on the ram. It's swinging.
Tyrael has told me that the winged assassins were once the sages of wisdom. In return for their vow of eternal silence, they were free to roam Malthael's pools of wisdom in the high heavens. Over the millennia, they learned nearly everything about the past, the present, and even part of what would come. But could they have foreseen that?
Destroy those hooks! We can't move until they're gone!
Tyrael has told me that the winged assassins were once the sages of wisdom. In return for their vow of eternal silence, they were free to roam Malthael's pools of wisdom in the high...
Shatter the hooks!
Oh, for fuck's... I'm trying to listen to something!
Not enough spirit.
Tyrael has told me that the winged assassins were once the
Prepare for one last hit!
Oh, for God's sake!
The way is clear.
One last time.
Tyrael has told me that the winged assassins were once the sages of wisdom. In return for their vow of eternal silence, they were free to roam Malthael's pools of wisdom in the high heavens. Over the millennia, they learned nearly everything about the past, the present, and even part of what would come. But could they have foreseen their dark fates? That I do not know.
Okay, then. Cool. Now, if you will just bear with me, chat, all of that coffee has got me needing to take care of some business. McPunch needs to learn to McShut it when Will is listening to lore. Oh. Your sense of humor is greatly appreciated. Alright, here we go. Am I closing in on the very end of it, or is there like another...
Pandemonium Fortress.
Is there a whole bunch more adventuring and exploring to do, or are we just like right in front of a boss?
When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air. He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your strength is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death as he does.
What about the spirits gathered below?
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen.
The Pandemonium Fortress.
The fortress feels strange and new to me, though I have come here times beyond count as its champion and as its liberator. It changes to match the nature of whoever controls it, but I have never seen it like this while under the control of an angel.
This fortress is a reflection of what Malthael has become.
All right. So,
my
chat.
son, gods be praised. A monk of Ivgorod come in this time of imbalance.
Patriarch, but I saw you alive only months ago.
Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm starting to feel like I'm actually a lot closer to the end of this than I thought.
Patriarch Anisam, it is you. I seek your wisdom. Malthael is protected by the Shroud of Death, and I cannot harm him.
To strike at death itself, you will need more than my power. 3 other patriarchs were slain by Malthael's reapers. Our spirits are imprisoned, unable to complete the cycle of rebirth. Set us free, and we will join our power to yours. Not even death can stand apart from you then.
Death.
No living soul may touch the god of death, but we are not alive, and what remains of our strength will help you strike him. The other gods stand against him, but only you can strike the blow that will defeat him.
I will not fail you.
Spirits.
There are many spirits gathered here by Malthael. 3 of the patriarchs who were slain by his reapers are here also. We fight against Malthael's control, but without success.
And the Patriarch?
Patriarch? You were alive when last I saw you.
Malthael's reapers slew me and 3 of the other patriarchs when they attacked Ivgorod.
Oh, okay, that was it. Interesting. Well, alright.
Nephilim. The Black Soul Stone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary. Even now it spreads death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
Wow, that's a bit of a problem.
Good. I have waited long enough for this fight.
Yes, but I'm not sure I have.
Oh, Lyndon. Let's go back to town real fast, hey? Let's go back to town real fast and make certain that I'm not, like, missing something important. With my companions and whatnot. Or people back at the main base, you know? May as well give that a shot.
Good to see you again, Kyler.
Are all the Reapers gone now?
The ones in Westmarch are. Our friend will take care of the rest soon enough.
The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
Alright. Lyndon, let's chat. The Blade's Tale.
Hadrig found this note in the dagger. Read it.
Lyndon, I killed him. Come after me if you must. I'll be waiting. Rhea, my brother's wife.
The woman you loved. Why?
I don't want to talk about her. Not until this matter is settled. But I know you and I will see it done.
My brother's keeper. What on earth? What? Huh? Hadrig, reforged.
This is the wrong hammer, lad. I need the big one.
Right. Sorry.
And you, my friend, not a word out of you. Not a single word.
I was only going to offer Bryson a word of encouragement.
You're going to distract my apprentice when he has all this work on his hands? Not on my watch. Now, lad, where's that hammer?
Oh, God. I love it. I love it so much. Miriam, did you have anything? Not really. The Scoundrel story is better than a telenovela. Really? Like, I'm fascinated by what's happening with Lyndon. I want the next part of his story. I'm ready for it. But the game's not giving it to me. A message.
If you see my children, please tell them to stop playing games and come home. Supper is almost ready.
I will.
Poor woman. In denial. Pandemonium.
I know I'm of use here in Westmarch, helping the people recover and keeping order. Each must serve in his own way, but I would love to come help with the fight in Pandemonium, if needed.
The main event. Tales of the Onceler. Onceler? Captain Vaughn, deserter.
Finally found you, Lieutenant Derek. Will you come quietly, or are you going to run again?
I'll go with you. I'm no coward.
That's not how I see it.
Leave him be. He is a good man, and he saved my life.
He let good men die. He's a deserter and a criminal, and he'll be dead in the morning.
I'm at peace. Perhaps the one good thing I did by saving your life can make up for the bad I've done.
You are a good man. Remember that.
I've never learned precisely why Rakis chose to found his kingdom here. He must have had an important reason, right?
Westmarch is currently ruled by Justinian IV. Originally thought to be a callow youth, Justinian came into his own in the years following his ascension to the throne. Rumors still abound about demonic activities surrounding his coronation. But I believe those are simply the product of overactive imaginations, fueled by the ever-prevalent myths of the Zakarum.
I'm not complaining, but your roguish friend over there seems to think he can win my favor.
Lyndon, ignore him.
Please tell the other gentleman you travel with, the armored one, that he's much more to my tastes.
God, the thirst is abound in this town.
I've heard that you're journeying to a faraway land now. You won't forget to tell me about any discoveries you make there, will you?
My word. Thirsty lady. Sergeant Samuels. Blessing or curse?
My visions cloud everything. I can find no escape. I plan to leave Westmarch, to be alone, far away from the constancy of death. Some people would call it a curse, and sometimes it feels that way. But perhaps it's not. I need time to know for sure.
Man. Don't think I'm gonna find much of anything else happening here in the Survivors Enclave. I'm not really seeing anything. Alrighty. Go ahead and sell this helmet off.
Out of the way.
And let's return to the Pandemonium Fortress level 1. Man. So here's a question, guys. Just a thought process, a thought experiment, if you will. If I was to get a brand deal, and I'm not, but if I was, what would the most appropriate brand deal for me be? Just in your opinion. Alright, let's hop through this portal and see where things go.
Before Malthael turned, his sages of wisdom occasionally reached an exceptional level of knowledge that granted them the title of Exarch. These esteemed followers would guard the Chalice of Wisdom when Malthael was away, and they were the last to leave after their master disappeared from the high heavens. These monsters were once the most notorious and reviled criminals in Westmarch, drawn up from the deepest, darkest cells of the city's prisons. Each was worse than the last. Heartless murderers who had butchered countless men, women, and children. In death, Malthael birthed them in forms that matched their twisted, callous souls, creating perfect instruments of slaughter. The executioners have earned
I
their
need
name.
spirit.
That is what I have trained for.
These monsters were once the most notorious and reviled criminals in Westmarch, drawn up from the deepest, darkest cells of the city's prisons. Each was worse than the last. Heartless murderers who had butchered countless men, women, and children. In death, Malthael birthed them in forms that matched their twisted, callous souls, creating perfect instruments of slaughter. The executioners have earned their name.
I'd say Fallout, but no. Coffee-related brand? Manscaped. Power has returned. Don't do anything filthy while I switch off the generator. Ugh. I'm trying to take the fun out of my sales. This Death Wish coffee. Uh-oh. I think my connection is dying. Oh no! That's not good. I haven't dropped any frames, so I can guarantee that it's not me. Guess I'll see you later. Well, have a good day, and I hope to see you next time. Still got about an hour left. There's a non-zero possibility that I'm like about to finish this, so.
The Anarchs were among Malthael's most trusted advisors, and his fall to darkness affected them deeply. Gone were their radiant wings and calm, balanced counsel. Now they possess only malice and cruelty, and the insatiable desire to destroy all living things.
They call me a hero. I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride, and hatred. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time, he may, but that day is not yet here.
We are very close now. Death hangs heavy in the air.
Okay, so this makes sense if I was to get a brand deal. A coffee-related deal, like Death Wish coffee or something.
This crystal has acted as a prison for centuries, but Malthael's actions weaken it, threatening to release the demons within. What can we do?
Be ready.
God, this is an amazing ability that I just started using.
Your strength fails.
I must punch more. I must be known as the ultimate puncher. Booyah, bitches. It's interesting to hear, your opinions, chat, on what makes the most sense for me. And I guess my obsession with coffee really is the most natural thing to get a, whatchamacallit for. Brand deal. There we go. Although, call me crazy, but, like, I feel guilty about doing brand deals. Which is the reason why I don't think I've ever done one before. Like, at most, it's been like, oh, I got a video game for free before playing it, and that was it, you know? Oh my god, I'm getting even better weapons already. Holy crap. Ooh, the Enchantress is going to get a new piece of equipment here.
You are too kind.
Oh my word. She needs some new equipment, no question.
A gift? Perfect. This is well crafted.
Raid Shadow get shot off screen. God. I mean, there's something to be said for, like, getting a sponsorship from something that you think that your audience will actually respond to. Because it, like, even if you show people how to do something with something that they have no interest in engaging with, like, there's just no point, you know?
There must be others who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
Honestly, I think Death Wish brand coffee would be on brand for you, Strife. Don't doubt that for a moment. I think I was gifted a bag of Death Wish coffee once upon a time, way back when. Only ever happened once though.
You are defeated. Break beneath the endless tide.
Fuck you, assholes. Booyah, bitchachos. Look at that, I just killed more than 100 of you bitches. Fuck yeah, man. Oh, look, it's pretty titty plate. Greetings, Eli, how are you? I'm also quite curious when you, chat, will say something particularly filthy as well. And I never know when you guys are going to do that unless I regularly poke and prod you.
Thank you.
Okay. You need better pants. What you got here? 121? 261. Why not? Just go
I will
with it.
use this.
Chest piece. 186. 284. Hey, pretty titty plate, just for you. Holy moly, 345. Witch doctor only. Ugh. I see the streamer brain has fully kicked in. No, I remember that you you had to like shut the generator off or something. I don't know how long that actually takes. So like, for all I know, you could have gone like, you could have like left and made a sandwich, you know.
Perhaps this age is not so different from my own. There is still pain, suffering, hatred, and death. I could sleep another 1,000 years and I would find the world much the same.
Not if we fail.
Sandwiches are important. Yes, they are. They are. Which is part of the reason why I bought the stuff to make sandwiches this week. Takes 1 minute to switch off the generator and 5 minutes for the Wi-Fi to finish booting up. Ah, okay. That makes all the difference then. Oop. Got a little bit of rubber banding there. Man, it's so cruel. I was like walking around the city and I saw my ISP with a bunch of flags out on the ground showing that they were expanding fiber in a different area from where I am, and I'm just like, man, you guys suck so much. You keep expanding fiber where I'm not. Is it obvious that I want, like, good internet upgrades in my area? I can hardly be blamed. Alright, further we go. Oh my. Chat, we found our way down to the underground. What do we have here? That's a Diablo, so not really worth it. And I've yet to find a replacement weapon. Let's return to the survivor encampment and let's sell some stuff off here. You know what? Actually, let's check to see that I've actually got nothing to give the Enchantress. 220? I don't think it's really comparable. Oh, hey, I have, gems to stash. $126 vitality and stuff? This is better than what she got, so...
A lovely piece.
Time for a potion?
Alright, we'll just sell the rest of this stuff off. Okay, and with this, I am ready to go downstairs and get myself a refill on my coffee. I'll be right back, guys. The last refill of the day. Okay, I've returned. Sorry about that delayed chat. Okay, so I saw something strange as I was coming back upstairs. It was Ratchet heading downstairs at the exact same time. I never see that. It's a very strange sight. Okay, we are down to the Fortress of Pandemonium level 2. And we venture deeper into the recesses of hell.
can feel the strength of your will joined with mine.
We have made it possible for you to reach beyond the veil of death. The rest remains your task. Serve us well, as you always have, my son.
The gods.
There is a question about the nature of the gods I have wanted to ask you. Would you entertain it?
Ask, my son.
Are the angels gods? Is Malthael the god of death?
They are, but they are not. Gods are in everything. The river, the mountain, in fire. And then there is the one.
The cycle.
When patriarchs die, their spirits are released to be born again. Malthael has interrupted the natural cycle of reincarnation.
What will happen to you after?
If you are successful, we will depart, and the cycle will proceed as it always has, and we will be reborn. My new form could be a little more handsome.
The patriarch. All right, what are we looking at? Oh my god. I got a two-hander from my enchantress. She was always better at two-handing things than me. She's more traveled, I guess.
Magnificent.
Time to swap some equipment there. No getting around it. Find Malthael. And remove him.
My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. Those victories might last a day, or a year, or 100 years. The war will never be won so long as he and his brothers lead. There is an end to it, but fools like my father are too blind to see it.
Lilith. Well then, didn't expect to hear anything from Lilith in this game. Howdy, Strife. Can't stay because my Wi-Fi is broken, but I wanted to say hi and wish you a good stream. Also, I started playing Halo 3. I kicked the Skeleton King. Halo 3? You kicked the Skeleton King? I think you meant Diablo 3. Indeed. I mean, hey, enjoy it. It's a fairly decent game.
I heard a sound and did not know what it was. I sought wisdom in the chalice, but there was none. The sounds called to me, and I knew them. Human souls. But where?
I'm tired, man. Sleepy. Well, you get your sleep there, Sarah. You get your sleep there, and I hope that you enjoy any other streams that you manage to show up for, because I'm starting to think I'm going to finish this game today, so. We'll see. I've got less than an hour. Good luck, and good luck to you, Sarah. Enjoy enjoy your time in Diablo. Bye bye. new event. Go to the Crystal Prism. Do that whenever I'm ready for it. Oh, the Crystal Prison is separate. Okay, then I guess... What are you doing? That was too damn easy. So what do you guys think? There's another like 4 streams or so before Tears of the Kingdom come out. What should I do in the meantime? Yeah. Should I like, I don't know, just spin my wheels on a little bit of Minecraft? Minecraft streams. Yeah, I kind of thought that that's what you would say. Minecraft streams do make a lot of sense. I have a delivery, and of course Ratchet's nose is practically glued to sniffing it. I mean, he wouldn't be a cat if he didn't want to sniff the ever-living, like, packaging right off anything that got delivered. Replay Breath of the Wild? There's not enough time to replay Breath of the Wild. And God knows, I've made an effort.
The prophet foretold your death.
Didn't you dig out the quarry as well? Yes, I did dig out the quarry. It's not like there aren't other things for me to do, though. Play a different... There's not enough time to play a different Zelda game. Zelda games take, like, a month.
I brought myself to Sanctuary, where humans dwell. But the souls did not call me from that place. I searched the breath of creation, always following the sound. Always the sound. And then I understood. Pandemonium, where the world stone once rested.
I can sense the power of the spirits dwelling within you. You have veiled yourself in death.
I am focused. I have no thought for anything else.
Do not let the lure of death consume you as it did Malthael.
Link's Awakening maybe takes 4 days. Yeah, sure, 4 days if you, like, sit there and actually play it the entire time, but not 4 days if you only play it for 3 hours at a clip. That and the fact that I think that Link's Awakening is a poorly aged title. Like, I hate to say it, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I'm not... okay, let me correct myself here. I don't think it's reasonable to start up a game that has a big story component to it, where it's like a big, long quest. I don't have enough time to go through a game with a big, long quest, you know? Not with the way that I stream and how I'm constantly stop and go to talk with you guys and everything. Not that talking with you guys is a problem. That's like the big joy of it. Minecraft is the best choice. Man, I don't have any stories to tell you guys. I've lived a boring and mundane life. How's you supposed to make a good story out of sitting in front of a computer most of your days?
I was struck down in the third charge. I lay upon the ground, only to wake in chains. I did not know that demons took prisoners. I babbled like a fool about my dreams of escaping this war. My captor freed me and said that we would meet again. Her name was Lilith, daughter of Mephisto.
Minecraft dungeons? Oh, jeez. I mean, I don't, like, don't get me wrong, Diablo 3 is probably not the best, like, hack and slash looter out there, but it's not a bad hack and slash looter, right? To go from Diablo 3 to Minecraft Dungeons is like, oh boy, that's like going from Oscar material to like baby's first script, you know? That's like going from a Stephen King novel to fan fiction. Like really badly written fan fiction. I've got some not good things to say about Minecraft Dungeons. And pretty much all of it was detailed in the review that I did, too. Horn Whip? I mean... Porn Whip? What even?
We have survived.
I feel bad. I feel like I'm being nothing but pessimistic right now. Which I don't think is an inaccurate assessment. It's a turn of phrase? It's a turn of phrase I've never heard.
A mighty foe has fallen.
Of course, I gotta finish this game first, and I'm getting an increasing feeling that I'm not gonna finish this game today. Like, the longer I wander around this section of the dungeon, which I thought I was basically at the end of this section, and then, like, I just keep walking, and I'm like, okay, this is a longer section than I thought it was. Oh, excuse me. I hate these damn gates.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
My path becomes clearer.
Woohoo, destructible environment. Oh, you know what I could do as an alternative to Minecraft? I could go back and I could play classic old Morrowind. You know, check out the last character that I played. See what on earth that story was. 3 vote for Minecraft. Minecraft is always a good option. What is this? What do we have here? Legendary Amulet. Lightning skills deal 12% more damage, attacking speed increased by 5%, 8% life, reduced cooldown by 0.5%.
Every moment we waste, people die by the thousands.
Reduced damage from ranged attacks and reduced duration of control, impairing effects. You know what? Let's give it a shot. And while we're at it, the Enchantress, she could use a different amulet, so let's just put that old one on her.
Yes.
I found some more pretty titty plate. Of course, the most impressive way to make pretty titties is literally to just, like, do a bunch of stick-on rhinestones. That's my plan for like the next time that I get dressed up for any good reason. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna wear like a top of nothing but rhinestones. God, I haven't thought about that style. Screw you guys. Alright, finally found it. Wait, I'm not... Oh my god, this keeps going! Oh my word. What I can't believe is that red falls right around the corner. That's another game that I'm probably going to give a shot to at some point. I can't believe that it's been so long. It's been almost 2 years. Or has it been more than that? Like, Redfall is made by the same studio that made Deathloop. I can't believe that they're putting out another game already. They have been, like, pumping out software really fast. Okay, hang on. Before we do that, I need to... I won't be able to forgive myself. I have to backtrack a little bit here. You see this? You see this wonderful and amazing action? I have to backtrack and I have to check this out. But what if Morrowcraft? Oh my god. Oh no, please do not. Let's not go there. But like I said earlier in the stream, like I was legitimately looking at the fact that it's like the 21st anniversary for Morrowind, and I was like, oh man, I should really be playing that instead.
The souls swirl and writhe. I now know the truth of mortals. All paths lead to death. Whatever the struggles, whatever the triumphs, they die. That is wisdom.
That's not wisdom, that's just flat observation.
The souls of man show their potential for greatness. They can stand for good like any angel in heaven, or they can enact evil worthy of the lowest demon of hell. The power of such a choice should not rest in the hearts of beings who are here for an instant, then flare and die.
That is a rare crossbow right there. The winds in this game make me think of a tomb. Oh, man. They do, don't they? Man, this freaking place is huge! Fortress level, finally. Alright, before we do this, let's go back. Let's go back, let's have a chat with some of the people back at the Enclave here. See if there's any sort of a discussion to have.
Lead the way to glory.
Okay. Higher.
It is always wonderful to see you.
Getting stuck on the geometry here. Okay, let's stash some gems. There we go. Oh boy, I haven't played Diablo 3 in a long while. I mean, I'm nearly done. Is it time to play? Is it time to play the game? Is it Giant Materia or Ozma? God. All right. Right. We need to chat with our friend the scoundrel, and hand him a better bow. 401 versus. Man, he's going from 401 to 793. Golly, talk about a freaking upgrade. We've got some one-handed equipment here. Let's talk with the Templar really fast. 380 is what he's
You're
at.
depressed because of Irena, right? You really do love her.
You? You know nothing of love.
You'd be surprised. I've lost more love than you've ever found.
Oh,
I can't believe I'm still in business.
The discussions that these guys have. Nothing like seeing the misfits that they are just like be in, like they are entirely incapable of getting along, and the only reason that they mingle at all is because I am the one person that they all follow, you know? Oh, I have new I have not been checking my passives this entire time. Cool, whatever. I don't really need any of this stuff in the first place. Alright, we'll go back at story time. Where's this gonna go? The heart of the fortress.
The Soul Stone is a born sanctuary. The blood of demons will soon be gone from all creation. You will be the last of your kind for a few moments. Death comes, Nephilim.
Nephilim. weird not to be rolling over the bosses anymore. Here we go.
Death consumes all.
You'll be dead soon enough, don't worry. And then there's a loot explosion. Holy moly. Well, I kicked the ever-living butt out of his butt. What about who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog?
What do you believe will happen when you die?
My body will die, but my spirit will be reincarnated in a new form. What? I do not know. What do you believe?
I think it will be like going to sleep once again. But this time, I will not awaken.
Holy mother of pearl. Girl! Girl, look at this! I got you a fucking amazing pole arm! Chance on hit to summon a herd of murderous cows! Okay, wait. I'm gonna hold on to that one for a moment here. There is no cow level. Tyrael.
Where is the Black Soul Stone? Malthael destroyed it and used the power within.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free.
Oh boy, that's not good. Click OK to end the game and return to the main menu. Okay.
I am returning to
Let's
town.
go back to town really fast and see if the scoundrel has any new updates on his story. There's no update. Like, I am so disappointed about the fact that there are no updates on the scoundrel story.
Where is the Black Soul Stone?
Malthael consumed it and took Diablo's soul.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free.
All right, conclusion.
The Nephilim had done the impossible. By conquering death, he had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. He is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a monk who protects the innocent. But within him beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will he have the strength to resist, or will he be our doom?
Unexpected. You've defeated Diablo 3. More challenges and rewards await you in adventure mode. That's it? That's the whole story? I was expecting a little bit more. I guess that is the lead up to Diablo 4. Except, wait a minute, like, Reaper of Souls release date was 2014. Bro, that was like 9 years ago. That's no lead up to a sequel. That's more like the end of an era type of... Did you get the bad end? There's no way to change the... Like, that's one thing that I enjoy about Blizzard games. They don't give you multiple endings. They're like, no, this is the one track story that you get, and that's it. And I'm very happy with games that are like, no, we have one direct story to tell, and we're not going to modify or change it in any way. Hi, Tev. Yeah, I was in town while the stream was running, so I didn't say anything till recently. Man. Well, I mean, I finished it, but that also kind of falls in sync with the story that flows basically from one game to the next. The general rule, which isn't, like super hard written, but is around, is that the heroes of the preceding game basically become enemies that you have to defeat in the following game. Because the original game, it was like a warrior, a rogue, and a sorcerer. And the rogue and the sorcerer became bosses that you had to beat in the second game. And the warrior, who canonically was the one who got to the bottom of the cathedral and defeated Diablo, he ended up becoming Diablo in the course of trying to contain the demon within himself. Like that was the whole story of the first game. It was like, okay, get to the bottom of the cathedral and kill and destroy the evil. But it turns out that, oh no, you can't destroy that evil. So the solution was to try and, contain the evil within yourself. And that's what led to that's what led to the whole thing of Diablo 2. Like Diablo 2 happened basically within the next 10 years or something of the first game, and the hero that you play in Diablo 2 is hunting down the hero of the first game, and in the process you kill the other heroes from the first game because they were corrupted by the evil as well. They were just corrupted in different ways. So I didn't see any of the heroes from Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 though. And if they are present in the third game, then I didn't notice them or see them. I am curious about what the hell transpires between Diablo 3 and 4 though, because Imperius there, who's part of the High Heavens, he's been stuck on Sanctuary seemingly for decades in Diablo 4. So it's like, okay, it's been decades since Diablo 3, and Imperius has been like cast out of the heavens or locked out of the heavens or something, and he's been stuck in Sanctuary on the mortal coil. He's still an angel, still immortal. You just can't return to the heavens for some bizarre reason. So I'm curious as all hell. And they were alluding to Lilith in this expansion as well. Very brief mentions of her, but she appears to be the big baddie in Diablo 4. She's present in the opening cinematic. So Minecraft? I mean, I would love to, but I don't think doing Minecraft makes a lot of sense. I have 15 minutes before I'm supposed to stop. So these are some long credits. Then again, most credits tend to be. I like to let the credits completely go through. Then why did they also mention Diablo's release? Probably because Lilith has something to do with Diablo returning. That tends to be the way that it works. I mean, Diablo was contained within a soul stone, in the second game, and then Diablo and then that Soul Stone was taken to a Hellfire Forge at the end of the second game. Like the final level was literally to go to hell and smash and destroy the Soul Stone that Diablo was in, and that was supposed to completely destroy Diablo in totality. Obviously, it's never that simple. It's like we're kind of like it at this point with Diablo 3 and going into Diablo 4. It's pretty clear. It's like, no, you can't destroy that stuff. Like the whole point of the Black Soul Stone that they were messing with here in the expansion was the fact that, like, okay, you cannot destroy the demons, you know? They'll just reconstitute before long or something like that. The only alternative is to, like, contain them within a Soul Stone and then force it to be, like just basically shove evil into a Soul Stone and then cause it to be hidden away. And that way, you, like, the evil can't reconstitute. It'll be stuck in the stone. And so is the story from basically the first game. It's like, yeah, contain the evil inside of a Soul Stone and then hide it away and hope that evil doesn't return. But then, of course, like, the Soul Stone weakens and the demons figure out how to reach out and corrupt things around them, etc., etc. Basically, the major foe is time and the short lifespan of humans, and the fact that, you know, what was history becomes legend, and then legend becomes myth, and then the evil returns. You know, so Manamarco vibes. Yep, that's another. Manamarco would be a good way to put it, if you know more about Elder Scrolls than you do about Diablo. So I always found that kind of funny how Manamarco was the main big baddie of the very first Elder Scrolls game, and then he was just the boss of a single quest line in Oblivion. I guess I'm not lurking because I'm at the end. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, this just continuously goes. Customer support representatives. These are our very, very valuable friends who continuously put their life on the line by communicating with customers. And we all know how amazing and incredible customers are, and how reasonable and not screamy they can become. Don't get me wrong, companies can be freaking awful, but, man, the ways that, like, dealing in customer support and customer relations and stuff like that, like, oh, jeez. Really haven't played a lot of Diablo, so I appreciate the explanation of the lore. This is just my understanding, because I think I've beat Diablo 2 twice in my lifetime. And it's been a long, long time. You know, it was way back when I got, like, the battle chest for Diablo, and I sat down and I was like, okay, I got the battle chest, and it was whenever it was just, you know, like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 with the expansion, and it came on like a total of 6 discs or something. Like, I remember specifically that Diablo 2, it had, like, I think, I don't remember how many discs it was. It may have been 4 discs long. What I remember is that there was a disc that you played with. There was at least 1 disc that you installed from, maybe 2. And then there was an entirely separate disc where it was like, okay, you finished the end of an act. It's time for a cinematic. Put in the cinematic CD to play the game, to watch the cinematic. It was possible to do a really big, chunky, full installation where the game would copy the cinematics to your hard drive, but that was like a lot of, you know, hard drive space way back in the day. So it was possible to just leave the cinematics on the disc, and it was like, oh, okay, you hit the end of the act, go ahead and put in, like, the video DVD, and we'll play the appropriate video for you now. So, but that's what happened. I got the battle chest, and I sat down, and I went hard at the original Diablo, which is, it's something else to go back and play the original Diablo because it is such an old game that set up an entire genre at this point. It's really going back in time, to say nothing of like how on earth did you even go about playing the how did they even go about making those 3D cinematics for the original Diablo? Because it was released in like 1996. It was so long ago, you know, when like the concept of making 3D animation was it was such a lofty concept back then. It was very difficult to do. So like looking at like, it's so old. It's like watching the cinematic sequences from the first Diablo or the first Warcraft game is like looking at proto 3D video. Like so incredibly old, you know? Skip credits? No, I like letting the credits play in their entirety. Oh, but we can speed it up. I'll speed it up. I'll do that much. Heck yeah, that's how FF7 did it. Baldur's Gate did it to load in different zones, right? I don't remember. If you've been around Strife for any time, you would know he likes watching the credits. Yes, I like letting the credits completely scroll by. It is a thing. Is chatting so terrible? No, chatting isn't terrible. Chatting is fantastic. I like having this opportunity to just stare at chat. I never do, you know, just chatting, so. Waiting for the secret ending. Well, that's just it. That's part of the reason I found out that some games are like, oh, we have a secret ending, and you don't get to see it unless you watch the credits scroll entirely by. Like, you can't hit skip and see the secret ending. That's happened more than once in my life, so that and the fact that it's like, no, it's kind of like, this is a thing that's part of the game. I like letting the credits go by, so. If you play Blasphemous, they thank every one of their Kickstarter supporters. It takes 10 minutes to list them all. Still let it ran. Also, hello, Coyote. How are you doing? Oh, Hey, Coyote, guess what? You're not the only one holding tokens now. Turns out somebody else is holding a total of 5 of them. Holy freaking crap. I haven't seen you in a bit. Plus, it also gives you an idea of how many people it takes to make a game. Yeah. Holy freaking crap, yeah. But I played through Diablo 1. I went really hard and long on it, and then I turned around and I played Diablo 2 after that, and I played it for even harder and longer. And it was a really good experience. And it just cycled me right back. And I think it cycles me back to Act 1, The Fallen Star. So I literally, like, that's the end of the game. Now I can just... You can now play as the Necromancer, a Dark Mage. Oh, okay, no. There's a notification behind where where my face is. And I thought it was something special. But it's not. It's not. So I got up to level 59. And the max level is 70. So... That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Go ahead and exit. We're done with Diablo 3. Oh, guys, that's fantastic. We finished Diablo 3. Oh. Doing well. Another year of not dying under the belt. I mean, that's kind of the goal, you know. I'm about to hit my my birthday in less than a month here, so. I'm glad you finished it before the game deluge. Oh, man, tell me about it. Actually, come to think of it, let me bring up the calendario on my phone. Let's see. I got a busy week. I have the dentist on Wednesday, and then I have to go out and like do stuff with like getting I have to renew my driver's license on Friday and stuff. Let's see. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tears of the Kingdom comes out on the 12th. Oh my god, that is so close. We have 2 streams.
Ooh la
We
la.
have. Oh my word. Hey, Vash, thank you so much for the subscription. My word. Thank you. We have 2 additional streams before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. So I've got 2 streams to do before the new Zelda game, and I'm gonna go hard and fast on that. And that's gonna be out for about a week before my vacation. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's see. Vash subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 35 months. Oh, that's where my pants went. Thank you so much for the subscription, Vash. It is good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money, and it is great to have you along for the ride. Wait, whose pants are on the wall now? Oh my god, Vash. Yes, Kaya, what happened was someone, a viewer came in and was like super happy because of, you know, like good things that happened in their life, and they were like, here, have some hundos, and God, like make me melt straight into my chair getting like surprise hundos like that, and like having to strip off what I was wearing. It's one story if I'm like, oh yeah, somewhat, like there's a good chance someone will do something today. It's a completely different story if it happens whenever I'm not expecting it, and I'm just like, oh no, oh no. And that's just part of the way that it works, you know? Oh look, that's the stopping alarm. Oh great, my I have another prescription that's gonna get filled. Oh boy. Okay. I love it when things get filled. Yeah, similar to, you know, what happens with my ass all the time. Remember, going to the doctor isn't the only time to make sure you have plenty pretty undies on. And that's just it. I can't wear pretty undies every day of the week. I have to wear some, like, boring or, like, somewhat embarrassing things every once in a while. Lucky me, I wasn't wearing my SpongeBob underpants. God. I can't even imagine how freaking red I would turn if that was ever true. Man. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the stream. I have a total of 20 squats to get done today. So, and it's gotten a little bit warm in here. I'm going to, I think you'd like to wear some micro-modal trunks. Micro-modal trunks. They're super soft. Oh, hey, will before squats. Is it squats time? It is squats time, but you've got my attention with this ooh la la statement here. Oh my word, Kaya just resubscribed for shut up and take my subs on a 51 months on a 25-month streak. Thank you so very, very much. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Great to have you along for the ride. Go ahead and like check the shopping tab here for searching this. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I know this type of material. I am seeing so many wangs contained in like underwear right now. Wow, that is a wall of wangs in underwear. They're super soft. I don't question that for a moment. I know that like the whole reason why I wear more fancy underwear is specifically because I realize that there's no time in my life for wearing like 3-pack burlap underwear, you know? Burlap underwear that's cheap and comes in a pack of 3 or something. It's just like, nope. If shirts and pants and everything are worth buying one at a time, then I think the one thing that is super close against my skin all day, that's probably worth buying one at a time as well, and making certain that it's high quality stuff. So that's basically what got me started on down the road of like wearing way nicer stuff on my underlayer. So okay, anyway, Chat, it has been a wonderful and lovely day. I am going to open the door and stuff for myself, turn on the fan, and then I'm going to get these squats out of the way because I've got lunch to prepare. I've got necessities to take care of, etc. So let me get this going here. Quad and glute destruction. I need to be on top of my freaking core game too. That ass may take breaks now and then, but it never quits. Oh God. Thanks. It was fun squatting along. You're very welcome. I hope to see you guys again. It's because Tev keeps ripping at them trying to get you out. I understand. Actually, I think it's because of all of you, chat, who keep on rubbing tips up against a particular spot before slipping them into my waistband. Oh, all right, guys, you've been a wonderful and a lovely audience. I will see all of you on Saturday. Maybe you'll see me on Wednesday over at Tev's stream. Take care of yourselves.